Alright, this isn't going to be easy, but let's hope for a multi-shot. Potion on, gotta get right up close and point in the right direction. This could be it. You ready? Stand up, dummy, and kablamo! I've learned something very important, and that's that you can actually stack the fireworks and fire arrows together, which can definitely add some extra damage. It really only shows up on the extra areas of multi-shot, but that's extra damage. And no, I don't want to talk about it, especially considering that I don't really have a strong bow right now. Luckily, I know the cure for that, spending 10 to 12 hours grinding, and eventually I'll find the longbow of my dreams, which is actually basically this with multi-shot. So instead the game gives me a diamond sword. That's cool and all, but not what I'm after. Then when I get bored of ghosting through levels, I visit my good friend the blacksmith. I feel like I find nothing but swords, scythes, and sickles. I rarely find bows. Found a unique bow, but it's one that I already have. Someone did let me know I can use spacebar to buy weapons faster than ever, so this is a little bit less of a painful process. 2 uniques for only a few thousand emeralds is pretty good. And it's looking like I can't really fire the fireworks arrow and the fire arrow at the same time as long as it's a charged up shot. It's got to be a basic one. So I guess it's back to this regular old bow hunting. While I'm on this tedious task, I will occasionally be running other levels just to break up the monotony and find some cool stuff. Like that one unique glaive I find every run. I mean, if it had double sharpness and critical hit was over here, I might consider using that for some big hits. That's okay because the boss is gonna give me some kind of bow, a hunting bow. Wow, so worth it. Still waiting on any mystery armor at all that boosts range damage. I'm starting to think it doesn't exist. I've also come to realize that any soul bow can actually have Enigma Resonator on it, which is basically a critical hit for bows. Given that this one has an extra 33% power, plus the critical hit and up to 2757 base damage, that might be what we need. With just my damage boosting armor with cowardice on it, it's doing 5600 damage. It's just going to be a matter of how often those critical hits happen and if they can happen with a charge shot or not. Okay, I've got my souls maxed out. Now we can get a critical hit there for 11,000. The next question is, can you do it with the fireworks? So far, it's not looking promising. This is the 4th shot, no critical hit. The 8th shot, no critical hit. And this will be the 11th shot. No critical hit, so I'm assuming it doesn't work with fireworks. So that kind of sucks, but I'm not really surprised at this point. But just for fun, let's try this once anyways, because you never know what's going to happen. Alright, he's ready to go, and kablamo. Actually did a lot more damage than I thought it would. See, if critical hit would stack on top of that, that would easily work because that took off 2/3 of his health. My reward is a level up and a rare crossbow. Okay, I'm waiting for a strength potion to fight this boss, and I haven't got one yet, but I've gotten all of this. Alright, finally found it. Let's see what we can do to this boss. He's in, hit him with the thing. Only got a 2x multi-shot, didn't even do that much damage. I blame this bow though, it's not really a great one. He did drop me a Titan Shroud, which is something, but also not really. Here's a 104 longbow with multi-shot and power. This might be pretty close to what I need. My current soul bow, 1468. New longbow, 1619, so it's more damage already. The charge shots are what matters though. That was about 3700. New bow, 4857. Alright, this is way more damage. So let's see what I'm hitting for when we have everything activated. Longbow charge, hit with that, and 146,000. Why is that so low? Just tried it a second time. I guess the bow just has 146,000. This one was so close. 102, it has supercharge and power. All it needed was multi-shot. Because compared to this bow, which does 4857, this one does 6260. That's 25% more damage, which would have been good for about 195,000 damage per arrow with multi-shot. So to celebrate another heartbreak, let's spend some emeralds. The only thing to show for it was mystery armor with a potion cooldown. And I think I'm actually going to hold on to that for the faster potion use. Another Titan Shroud, but this one 107. And this one's actually pretty good with double cooldown. Alright, it's time to test something before I spend any more of my time grinding for loot. We're going to turn things back to basic difficulty. Because if I can hit the boss with this on this difficulty, we should know for sure if I can one-shot him or not. Because I'm legitimately concerned you can only hit him for 95% of his health anyway on the first hit. So even without a multi-shot, I think this bow should do enough damage to kill him. But with my luck, I'll probably miss entirely. Alright, he's up. Things on, hit him. He can die in one shot. That's reassuring. I just need to find a way to do the damage. It does exist. 30% range damage. So all I need to do is get that to stack twice with cowardice. The only useful thing I've found in a long while is this 107 spider armor with 2 cooldowns on it. And I've managed to save up another 5 grand, so you know the drill. This is the second unique crossbow I found already. This one I am going to keep just for its high rate of speed. And it has other things on it to make it even faster too with multi-shot, so that's fun by itself. The other one's interesting, but nothing special. My remaining few thousand emeralds got me this. A power bow that's pretty good, a master's bow which is useless, and an eternal knife which is an eternal knife. A guardian bow, this took me a long time to find. It better be the right damn one. Not even close. That's okay, I'm sure I'll find another one within the next 6 hours. I am kind of curious to see the damage we can do with this if we had, say, growing to it. I don't really know how far away you have to be, but that hits for a 6155, so that's definitely a lot of damage, 6200. I saw 6700 just on the edge of the screen if you're standing way far away, so that with a couple perks would do a ton of damage too. Here's another longbow that was painfully close. It's got supercharge, it's got multi-shot, it's only level 100. But we've never played with poison before, so let's give it a try. Its basic shot does 4100 and something plus all that poison damage, which actually adds up to a little bit. But is that going to make a difference once we're all done with all of our stuff? 182,000, so it does plenty of damage. I just don't really know if anything aside from the gong is going to have any extra damage on the poison. Nope, not really. The poison is good for a few thousand damage, but that's about it. Buying at the shop, I think I found new archer's armor. It's the same level as before, but it has cowardice, protection, and deflect. And then I bought some nice renegade armor with 2 cooldowns and protection on it. Still not as good as the one I have. Alright, a few short runs later, we might have something. Basically the same as this bow, but with a lot more damage on its base. And it would have been a little bit better if power was over here so I could get power and supercharge, but at this point, I'll take anything. If the last one hit for 180,000 per arrow, this one should do considerably more. So let's find out. These never seem to go the way I think they're going to, but 182,000. Is there a damage cap? Why is it doing the same damage as the one before? It has the same things. It has supercharge, it has multi-shot, but it does almost 800 more base damage. Well, let's go fire this one at the boss and see what happens. Alright, maybe this is just somehow gonna work, because I don't really know anymore. I don't understand how damage works, apparently. Got you, and kablamo! Nope, that's just one shot. I can already tell that's just not high enough. At best I would do 3 times that damage. I didn't quite take a third of his health. You get it. Which makes me think it's gonna have to be a high level guardian bow with all the right enchantments to do this. I thought a basic bow would work. I'm starting to doubt that. So the game gives me more archer's armor the very next run. Not exactly what I had in mind. Maybe at this point I should be grinding for mystery armor. I'm not really sure which one's going to be easier to find. Well, I've confirmed that mystery armor can boost range damage. I don't know if it can stack twice. And here we go. 105 guardian bow. Strong charge attacks, multi-shot, supercharge, power. For 11,831 base damage. And that's without wearing my gear. Pretty sure this one's gonna work. And let's just pretend that I actually found it after many hours of rewarding searching. Alright, the moment's finally here. We get to see what kind of damage his bow does on just a training dummy. Oh, it didn't hit that. Well, we get to see it this way. And it was, I don't know, big. This is why I practice on the dummy. I get too excited and do stupid things. Alright, round 2. This time actually hitting the dummy with the gong. Then we get to see the damage finally. It is 344,000. I suppose that comes from being the strong charge attack plus a supercharge attack plus supercharge plus power. If this can't one-shot the boss, I'm not sure what kind of bow actually can. Alright, the moment of truth. Let's hope for a multi-shot. Oh, and we're getting the bug. Okay, cool. We can still work with this. Of course, it's not going to make it easy in the bitter end. Unless the boss isn't going to spawn again, so... cool. We just need to spawn the boss first. Alright, this isn't going to be easy, but let's hope for a multi-shot. Potion on, gotta get right up close, and point in the right direction. This could be it. You ready? Stand up, dummy, and kablamo! It works! One shot! It can be done after all. It only takes like 80 hours of grinding. I didn't see the damage readout, but I'm sure it was pretty big, and it gave me a level 107 Feral Soul Crossbow. Which is okay, but it's no Superstar Guardian bow. Now I just need one at level 108. And maybe also some kind of sword that can one-shot the boss. Okay, now I really just want to see what double range damage mystery armor is gonna add to a bow like this. Because you can just never have too much damage. So if I run my way into this room about 1,000 times, I'll eventually find what I'm looking for. And along the way, I'll probably find 500 of these things. At least it has critical hit. Anytime I find a weapon without critical hit, I'm disappointed. First red, mystery armor, artifact damage, damage reduction. No good. Rare mystery armor. Not sure if that's gonna make a difference or not. A pet bat and damage reduction. I was gonna say it's probably gonna give you more enchantments, but it actually has less than most armors do. Somewhere along the way, I did find 106 boots of swiftness, and those are actually higher level than mine. I didn't even notice. And it's pretty annoying when this part of the level turns itself around so I can't get into the secret room. That's one less chest for me. I'm so tired of running dungeons, I'm gonna spend my $3,000 to hopefully find what I want. I did just find the green menace, which is very low damage. Definitely unlikely to be a candidate I could use. A claymore, if it had some of the right enchantments, could be fun. Here's what I got for the 3,000 emeralds, nothing particularly great. A 101 power bow with multi-shot and power, but they're on the same thing, so it's garbage. I think now I'm going to alternate between the desert temple and the final mushroom boss to either get a unique claymore or to get mystery armor. I did just buy a 100 longbow that's got multi-shot, supercharge, and power, but it's only level 100, so it's probably not quite there as we found out earlier. Let's go back and use these. If we kill the mushroom boss with these, it'll definitely drop me a unique claymore. Combine those with this armor and a Gong of Weakening, and we're gonna have a pretty fast death. Not as fast as a one-shot, but still pretty fast. We hit him with those, and his health just kind of melts away. I'm gonna use 2 gongs here, because I like the gongs better than the mushrooms, really. He landed 1 hit on me, but he's dead. Jailer's Scythe, at least it's a 107. I'll start keeping uniques at R107 for my collection, but I could find better ones than that. Too bad that wasn't a claymore though, it's got all sorts of things it could have used. Don't worry though, I've got nothing but time to grind out all sorts of cool stuff in this game.